A request from Stop Motion Kids requested Marigold from Fortnite. When I first looked up her picture, I was like, what? She was kind of scary looking because she only has one eyeball. But the more I like drew her and studied her, I'm like, oh, she's so cool. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the head. So the head is gonna be very oval because her chin is more pointed. So you want to definitely make it like a very oval, and then you can go down the middle and then go the middle here, okay? So on that middle line, we are going to do her amazing eyes. So they're almost like cat-like. And I made around her eyes dark because she's got that mysterious look. And then of course inside one of them, there's no eye because it looks like she had been scratched. I tried to find more information on her. So when you Sharpie it, you want to Sharpie it thicker. Then there's a line across the top for her crease. And then we are going to do her nose. So we're just going to put like a little circle here for the nose. And then for the mouth, just put a line there, okay? So now we can erase that center line and keep going, okay? All right, so with the nose, we're just gonna make a little line coming up. That's it for the nose. And for her lips, it's going to be, I think these are called Cupid lips. They're very thin, I mean not thin, narrow but thick. All right, so there's her lips. And then for the hair, so I want you to come on top of the hair. So where this line is, make a line here. This is gonna be where her line comes. And then from here, right in that corner, I want you to make the side hair. And this corner, the same thing. It's gonna swoop off. Do you see how it's swooping? Then her eyebrows are hidden behind here, but they're popping out. So we'll be sharpening those in. And you don't wanna Sharpie this, but you're gonna be putting a line here, a red line, for when it looks like she got scratched. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to erase the top of our circle. You don't need that anymore. So now we can put her hair in there. So from up here, we're gonna put some added lines. Then on the top part, we're gonna make a swoosh out, okay? Over here, we'll do the same thing, swoosh out. And you can add some more lines in here too. Okay, so now let's put her neck in. Put a straight line down, down. And she has her hair that's coming behind. And she's got some more decorative colors. Looks like she's got, it looks like lavender or something in there. Oh, I forgot to get purple, but I got magenta. So that'll work. Put a couple extra lines in there, okay? She's looking good. All right, so now we're gonna do her collar. So I'm gonna show you the shape of her body. So usually when I do something like this, I'm just gonna be getting her shape, basic shape here. It's her waist, and then her skirt, okay? So now we can go from there. Let's put her collar in. And then this side of the collar. I'm just gonna raise just a touch right here. You guys see how I did that? Okay. Then she's got her tie looking sharp. Now her tie comes down, and she's got a vest on. So her vest is gonna come from underneath her collar, bring it down, and the same thing on this side, down. This side's overlapping that side. Okay, so you can make this a little bit more straight here. And then there's a border on this, so we're just putting a little border on all of it. Makes it look sharp. Just looking good. And here, we're just gonna make it come out a little bit. Okay, So now we are gonna put where her arms are, okay? So what I usually do, as you know, I do ovals. So we have one oval, two ovals, and then she has her hand, okay? So the same thing on this side. This one's kind of behind, so we have one oval, two ovals behind, and then she's got her hand. So now we're gonna put clothes on top of her. So she's got her shoulder that's gonna come out, and this is part of her, oh, you know what? Let's just make her arm smoother. So I want you to pretend like you're putting skin over those. So it's gonna come in, out, and then in again. Same thing over here. In, out, in again. So see how it's looking like an arm? Yep. And then this is going to be her rolled up sleeve. So you can erase in there. Good job. And then now we can erase in there because we don't need that anymore. All right, so that's her one arm. So then we have her other arm, which we'll come back to because it's kind of hidden. All right, so she's wearing a gun holster. These ones are cool. I want to get one. Okay, these ones is all going to be Sharpied in, okay? So now we can erase in there to make it look cleaner, okay? And you just put like a little line, boop. And we're going to make a crease. So it kind of gives her a little character on her sleeve. Do you see I just made a little crease there? All right, so on this side, there's another gun holster. So this is all going to be Sharpied in when you Sharpie, okay? And then her holsters, they kind of get tucked under her arm. So we're just going to be making a rectangle, tucking under her arm. And then on that rectangle is the strap that's holding it in. And there, so we're going to erase in there. Put a little little boop, clasp. So her gun's sticking out, has a rectangle at the end, and then you're gonna bring it in. And this, bring this up and over, and you can see it in a couple, just do like 3 lines in there. So that's just showing you where the gun is. I'm gonna erase it there. Okay, so let's do this gun holster. Oh, first let's do her chest area. So it's gonna come out, in, and out. Okay, so this is her vest right there. And then now we can get her gun that's sticking out here. So make it stick out, and then it's gonna have a rectangle at the back end. Okay, and then her sleeve is sticking out here, which we already kind of have. And then her holster is just down, so we're just gonna end up sharpening all of that in there. Okay, and then she's got her sleeve, which I kind of sharpened it a little bit and I didn't mean to. So this is her rolled up sleeve on this side. Okay, looking good so far. Oh, and across here, it's where it's connected. So this is gonna be Sharpied in, okay? And she's got 1, 2, 3 buttons there. All right, so now for her belt. Okay, so this is where it comes. Now she has her skirt here kind of comes out like this. We're gonna be sharpening in there. Then she has a belt. And then on that belt is her buckle. So what I do is I just go over it like this. Then you kind of just barely erase the sides, and then you make it come in like that. So you've got her belt. This is the little pieces off of it. And then she's got another rectangle piece off here. Okay, and there's another piece here. So we can erase in there. I'm sure you guys know what that strap thing is. I'm thinking is to hold maybe her sword in there. I apologize for not knowing. All right, so she's got this canister here. So what it is, you're gonna make 2 parallel lines. See how it looks like a little canister and it has this little top part on it. So you wanna erase in there. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is, oh, she has her skirt. So on her, oh, she's got another piece to her skirt. So make another trim here. It's like a double parallel trim. And it kind of comes out a little bit. Do you see how it came out? come out, and then there from here, looks like overlaps, okay? And coming out the bottom of her, I didn't do the whole thing. Just didn't. Okay. Oh, and it has like a little fling out here. Bling. Cute. Okay, so let's do her, okay, maybe not cute, sorry, wrong word. So let's do the glove. So we have a glove on here. And then we're gonna do her fingers. So she's got one finger coming out there. This one's going in front of everything, and then you have like the thumb. So you guys see where you have the finger and the thumb. These are her like gloves. And then she has her golden fingers. I'm sure she had some kind of accident and got golden bionicle hands, which is pretty cool. Okay, erase in there. That'll look really good. So now we're gonna do this one. So we're gonna put a glove on this side. And she's just holding her fist. So it's like wrapped around it. So Fortnite came out in 2017, and it was supposed to be like it declared official free to play. So then you didn't need money to play, but if you want to do anything really cool with it, you paid. Oh, and this is her arm, so it kind of stops right here. So I just made it look bloop, bloop, bloop. That's gonna be where it's gonna be gold, okay? And she'll have gold fingers. And then, I would find, I don't have one. If you have a ruler, I don't have a ruler, but I'm just gonna use this piece of paper. For the sword, you wanna make the sword straight in the middle. So I'm just doing this line. If you have a ruler, great. So I just made a line coming out. This is gonna help us with our sword. So we're gonna make a square on that sword. Then we're gonna make one line here and then one line here. And this is how we're gonna make our sword. So it's gonna come out, out, and then touch. Out, out, and then touch. There you go. This is part of the sword. And then this is just little handles coming out. We have another handle here. Okay. And the top of it, I kind of did not make this correctly because you want it to be flowing into this, but oh well, you know, you do your best. This is the handle. It's like two triangles on top of each other. That'll work for today. And then this one is like a strap that's coming down. I know, it looks a little sloppy, but better than nothing, right? Okay, so we're gonna take the baby Sharpie and make this go super fast. But before you do that, so it was supposed to be free to play, but Epic Games, who made this, they estimate around 300 million per month from people paying. Hello. Okay, so it's Sharpie. Okay, now I'm gonna Sharpie all the pieces I wanna Sharpie in there. let's erase. So now we're gonna put some color on it. So in the first month, they sold over 500,000 digital copies. And that dance, the floss dance, the celebratory dance, it became so popular, like everybody in the whole world knew it. And in Devon, England, it was banned from all the schools because the kids wouldn't stop doing it. Isn't that funny? Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so what I want you to do is go around just barely, because she's really pale. We're just putting a little bit of color around the outside just so she looks female or slightly human. I don't know, she's slightly human. So I'm just going a little, and I'll probably go a little bit around the eyes. And touch on the nose, just go around a little, boop. All right, that's it. That's all I'm doing on that. So the arms, the same thing. Just go around the outside. And then her fingers are gold. All right, so on her face, we're gonna do that scar. So it's just gonna be like a line down and then just a line below her eye. Yeah, she looks cool there. And then for her lips, what I did is I made them black with a touch of magenta. So I'm just lightly putting in black, go around the outside black like this. Then I'm gonna get my magenta and I'm gonna color it in. That's what's gonna give it that cool look. I also gave her magenta eyeshadow. And a little bit up here. And then I want you to come in with gray, and then we're gonna color just a little bit of gray in her eyes. And then we're gonna go around her eyes a little bit gray to give it that smoky mystery look. Go around this one too. And I'm gonna go touch just a little bit inside and around where we did the color to give it that dead look. I don't know if I would have ever said, let's put gray on a face, but there we have it. And then I'm just putting a touch of gray on the side so it looks like it's shadows. And along her nose, I'm just gonna put a little bit. Okay, and then under her chin, and I put, it said pink, I can put a touch of pink on her cheeks here. I think that's all the pink I'm gonna use, just a little bit. Okay, I think what I did on her, I'm gonna go over it with the little baby Sharpie one more time, just to give it that really deep, smoky look here. You want the eyes to look dark. Okay. So for her hair, it's just black. And then I went along here a little darker. And then I went really light right here. And the same thing, darker around here. And as I went up, so it looks like there's like light shining on it, a little lighter here. I am gonna put a little bit of magenta in her hair. So along here, it's gonna be darker, and go lighter. So just take the magenta and just give it a touch of just spots of color. So it looks like she has a little bit of fun color in there. Doesn't matter where you, well, kind of does, but just put it right there. Okay, so I think we're done with that one. So for her, I'm just gonna show you the gray, you could probably figure out. I'm gonna show you how to do the gold, okay? So what you do is you're gonna get the gold and yellow. This is for her, I'm just gonna emphasize where we can see it here. For her golden hand here, so just color the whole thing yellow. Dun, da, 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 and then her fingers are yellow. Then you're going to take the tan and go right down kind of like the middle. Go towards the edge, just a little bit on the edge to make it look like it's golden and rounded. Okay, and you put a touch on the tips here. right. A little bit there. Doo-doo-doo. And then the same thing with her weapons. So they're just gonna be golden. And then you're gonna give it a touch of tan to give it that goldeny look with the tan. Okay, so you can do that on all the weapons, even on the canister. So color the whole thing yellow. And then go and make stripes down it to make it look rounded. See, like that? And the same thing, we'll do her weapon. Color the whole thing in. Golden yellow, the tip is. Then come in with your tan and only do one side. So it looks like it's like a shadow. All right. Oh, that's what I forgot. She has like a little pack on the back. So back here, do a little piece here, circular, and another piece coming off here. Okay? Totally forgot about that. So now you're just gonna come in here with black and you're just gonna press harder in some spots and lighter in others. So let's say that the vest right here, a little harder, and then you're gonna lighten it up. Very light along the edge here. Okay, I want you to do that with all of her suit. And then for the shirt where it's white, just take gray and then just go along the edge. Oh, I also did a line right here, so I'll do this in there. So we're just gonna go along the edge here, make it gray, and then just lighten it up a little bit. So it has darks and lights. And then you can go underneath the collar, make it dark. I wasn't planning on coloring this, but I'm just going. I'm just keep going for it. Same thing along here, a little gray here. I might do, then you could do her tie. It's black, just do it darker with your colored pencil. And then I just did a cool purple background. I thought it would look cool. And then for everything else, I think you guys can do it. Anyways, hope you guys have an amazing day. See ya.